Spring sports have started up. We'll take a look at baseball and outdoor track, an area all-star classic to chat about, all that and more on this week's installment of Varsity 360, and it starts right now. Hello there, everyone. Mark Coleman here from the Virginia Varsity Sports Network, and this is Varsity 360. Very happy you found us here at Fredericksburg.com. Very pleased to be partnered with the folks from the Freelance Star, particularly the sports department, and even more particularly the FLS Varsity crew focusing on area high school sports. Each week I get a chance to chat with some of this wonderful team. This week is no exception. I have with me here this week Mr. Taft Coghill. He is one of the sports writers for the Freelance Star. Taft, welcome back.
Thank you, Mark. Good to see you.
You have made your trek back south from New York City. You were up at the Final Four. How exciting that must have been.
Yeah, that was really exciting. I mean, you can't beat it in one of the world's most famous venues, Madison Square Garden. Being able to see Virginia. Unfortunately for them, their run came to an end. Ran into a really good Michigan State team, but bright side, it enabled me to get back here with you guys.
So was it a charge or a block?
Actually, the question of the day was there a push or not a push?
A push or not a push, yeah.
Push or not a push between Tevin Jones and Keith Applin. It depends on who you ask, of course. So.
Yeah. Well, congratulations on that. That's an exciting time. But welcome back. Happy to have you back to chat about some high school sports. We've got spring sports have finally arrived. Spring has finally arrived.
Yes.
It feels like baseball weather. Major leagues had their opening days this current week.
Yep.
High school baseball has been going on for a little while now. I guess some of the teams have 2 or 3 games under their belt. Mm-hmm. There have been some impressive pitching performances and some good pitching prospects that we've seen already this year. Yeah,
well, a lot of people know about the Chancellor's ace, Jason Morgan, big, strong, right-handed pitcher. He used to play for the basketball team there, has good size, and he was recruited by North Carolina, signed a letter of intent there last fall. And he's already off to a really nice start, had a win over Eastern View last week, who the Cyclones are expected to be one of Chancellor's top contenders in that Conference 22, and he was outstanding in that game.
9 strikeouts, is that right? That's a pretty impressive performance against any team, let alone that Eastern View team.
Exactly, 9 strikeouts and only scattered a few hits, and came away with a really nice win for them to tuck away early this season.
Excellent, excellent. I'm sure the Tar Heels are looking forward to having him on their staff before too long. Riverbend's got a couple of very lively arms on that staff as well.
Yeah, they have a couple of aces there, and Eric Bird, who's signed on with VMI. He was the strong arm quarterback. He was known for not being afraid to sling it on the football field, and the same applies to him on the baseball diamond. I mean, he's a really hard throwing guy, and he's getting it done for them as well.
I've had a chance to see a couple of their games already this season. He has looked impressive, although honestly probably not quite as impressive as Anthony Burke has so far. They've got a real competition on that staff to see who the ace is. And Eric, I think Anthony has edged you out thus far, but that's a friendly competition there. But Burke has looked really impressive.
Yeah, I mean they're off to a 3-0 start when you can roll out those two, and even Michael Pates. I mean, who's thrown up in the 90s before. So you can roll out a combination like that. They're going to be really tough to beat there in Conference 4.
Excellent. Well, it is also outdoor track time, and I know that there was a pretty big invitational tournament, the Wildcat Invitational, that took place this past week up at Mountain View, correct?
Yeah, you had teams coming from all over. In the middle of the week, on a Thursday, you had teams from DeMatha, other teams from the Washington area coming down here for this meet, and Stafford's girls turned in a pretty nice performance. They were 4th in the meet out of about 17 teams, but they were the highest finishing team in the area.
Nice. Mm-hmm. And some good individual performances as well?
Yeah, India Kithcart had a really nice meet for Stafford. She was a girl who was on the basketball team and had a role. She was kind of a role player on that team, but for the track team, she's one they're going to really try to hang their hats on.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Well, it's great that we've got spring weather finally has arrived in the Fredericksburg area, and we can start getting these games and matches and meets underway. It's still early in the season. Lots of events to be covered and things to talk about. Very, very exciting. time in the area. Lots of sports to talk about. There's girls softball, boys and girls soccer, boys and girls tennis.
Now you have boys and girls lacrosse.
Boys and girls lacrosse. I knew I was missing one there. Baseball.
Baseball, softball, track. I mean, it's plethora. Whatever you like, you know.
Find something fun outside to do, and go head out to a local high school and catch a good game. It's a good time around here. So.
Yes, sir.
Excellent. Well, Taft, certainly appreciate that, and looking forward to some good things this spring. Well, we are joined now in studio by a very special guest. He is the assistant boys basketball coach at Riverbend High School, also the head coach for the JV team, and has a special event taking place this weekend that he's here to chat with us about. It is Mr. Nat Jackson. Nat, welcome to the show.
Well, thank you for having me.
So an AAU event going on at Riverbend High School this Saturday. Can you tell me a little bit about it?
Yes, sir. What it will actually be is there'll be AAU exhibition games all day, starting at 10 a.m. We'll have one every hour so people can come in and check out some of the local talent. And then that night, starting at 6 p.m., we'll have an all-star game with the top 20 seniors from the area competing against each other. Excellent.
Sounds like a great time. But you've got other entertainment planned as well, it sounds like.
Yes, we do. If you come early, you'll get to see Kane, who's a local rapper. He was on MTV Rap Fix not too long ago, if those of you saw it. We'll also have John Michael, who'll be there singing the national anthem.
Okay. An area high school football standout, if I recall correctly.
Yes, they both were.
Okay. Both of them were. Excellent.
Yes.
As were you. So we've got a former, the 2003 Football Player of the Year. Is that correct, Taft? Did I get that right?
He was the Fredericksburg Freelance Star 2003 Player of the Year after he helped lead Massaponics all the way to the state championship game. First year in AAA.
Excellent. So a local celebrity. Glad to have you here. It sounds like a wonderful event, and you've got some good sponsorship behind this as well. Can you maybe tell us a little bit about the sponsors?
Yes, I can. We have 99.3 Divide. They've been sponsoring us. They've been giving away tickets all week, so if you call in, you could get a free ticket to the event. We also have Crown and Trophy, Sports Zone, Commonwealth Storage, and Official Magazine. They're all sponsors of this event.
Excellent. And the showcase is going to be this all-star game. It takes place at 6 o'clock, and you've got 20 seniors from the area. They're going to be playing each other. Can you tell me a little bit? You've got a Commonwealth and a Battlefield team set up, is that right?
Yes, we do. We have a Commonwealth team and also a Battlefield team, but on the Commonwealth team, we have a player from Fredericksburg Christian and one from Colonial Beach.
Okay. And it's 10 on 10. They're going to be wearing their home and away jerseys, so they'll be sporting their school colors. Mm-hmm. Sounds like a great event. How much effort went into planning this? I can't even imagine the kind of logistics that would have to be required.
A lot of effort. I've been doing it for a month, but this is something that I couldn't have done on my own. I've had a lot of help along the way. A lot of support from a lot of the local coaches and a lot of other people behind the scenes.
Could you tell us a little bit about the motivation for it? What inspired the idea to want to do this?
Well, since I'm an AAU coach myself, it's just about showcasing the athletes around here. A lot of these guys, they put a lot of time and energy into their craft, so I figured they needed something like this to showcase that work.
And what type of feedback have you gotten from the seniors, just as far as having the opportunity to play one last time? How excited are they about it?
They love it. They love it. I tried to hand out the invitations in person, so I got to see the looks on most of their faces, and they're pretty excited about it.
Great.
And you've got a great turnout planned for area coaches as well. You've got some pretty significant names that are going to be not only in attendance but also coaching at this game, correct?
Yes, sir. For the Commonwealth team, you will see Coach Jason John from Colonial Forge, Coach Eric Davis from Riverbend, and we'll also have Coach Darren Hickman from Massaponics. And for the Battlefield team, we have Coach Darren Berkeley from King George, Coach James Thompson from Culpeper, and Coach Rob Rick from Chancellor.
Wonderful. I know when Coach John was here, he was talking a little bit about this, very excited about it, and was talking about how this area really needed this sort of showcase, has needed it for quite a while, so he's very excited to be part of it and looking forward to a big event. Another fundraiser that you've got going on here for little Josh Hardy as well, right?
Yes, we're doing, what we're calling it is Dunk Your Kicks. So anyone can bring in old shoes and just bring them in, and they're going to go towards pediatric cancer. They're going to collect the shoes and just turn them into money and donate it to the research.
Excellent, excellent.
Tell us a little bit about some of the players you got participating.
Well, it's actually it's kind of special. We've got 4 1,000-point scorers playing in this game.
Wow.
Which is kind of unheard of at one time.
Yeah.
They will be, that's Henry Butler from Culpeper, of course, Anthony Howard from King George, Kyle Talley from Cortland, and Monty Gold from Colonial Beach. They're all 1,000-point scorers in their career.
Wow. And a lot of these guys haven't had the opportunity to play against each other. Are they excited for that chance as well to see what they can do against, like, you know, say Monty Gold's been out in Colonial Beach. I'm sure they've read about him. Are there a lot of guys excited to go against a guy like that?
Yeah, definitely. I think because the thing that you have is most of these guys haven't played against each other. You have a team like Massaponax who doesn't play Colonial Beach. So I think, you know, a guy like Aaron who considers himself one of the best defenders in the area is kind of looking forward to going against those guys who scored 1,000 points.
Gotcha.
So there will be some defense played, even though it's an all-star game, you think?
Oh, I think so.
Yeah, well, that's great. It sounds like it's going to be a wonderful time, a wonderful cause, and some great basketball and some great entertainment all around. So certainly wish you great luck and hope that you got a wonderful turnout. Encourage everyone to go. Again, it's this Saturday, Riverbend High School. Doors open at 10.
Yes.
And the all-star game starts at 6 o'clock. But there'll be games leading up and other entertainment leading up for the whole day.
Yes.
Fun for the entire family.
Yeah, there'll be halftime shows and everything, music, everything.
Excellent, excellent. Well, certainly wish you the best of luck and appreciate you coming by and telling us about it.
All right, thank you for having me, yes.
Well, that's going to do it for this week's installment of Varsity 360. Love to hear comments and feedback from you. Remember, we've got Mark's Mailbag, sponsored by Buffalo Wild Wings in Central Park. You can email me. I am mark@v2sn.com. You can also tweet me on Twitter. I am @MarkColemanV2SN. Certainly love to hear from you. Wonderful time of year and great always to chat with the good crew from FLS Varsity. Taft, thanks again for your time. It's always a pleasure having you.
It's always a pleasure speaking with you too, Mark.
Excellent. Well, how's your bracket looking, by the way? The Final Four, is it...
it's in shambles, pretty much like the rest of America's right now.
Yeah, let's move on. I don't even ask about mine. It's pretty ugly, but it's always fun. Major League Baseball opening day and March Madness and all the great stuff going on.
Masters coming up,
and then all of the wonderful high school sports that are starting up.
Yeah.
Certainly want to thank Mr. Nat Jackson for coming in and spending time with us, and wish him very well with that wonderful event that he's got planned for this weekend. Hope that you're able to go out and catch some high school sports around the area. Enjoy the weather, and I hope you check back next week for the next installment of Varsity 360. For the Virginia Varsity Sports Network, I'm Mark Coleman. Thanks for watching.